and has all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. So shall you share all that he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move. But no more deep will I dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Oh, madam, the guests are come. Supper served up. You called. My young lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee.
Romeo! Cuz! Romeo! At this same ancient feast of Capulets, sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan crow. Come, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. Mercutio, I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground I cannot move.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man betake him to his leg. Come, we burn daylight.
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, we waste our lights in vain like lamps by day. Take our good meaning. For our judgment sits 5 times in that ere once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
The dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab has been with you. She's the fairy's midwife. And she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spiders' legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, the traces of the smallest spider's web, the collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film, her wagoner, a small, grey-coated gnat, not so big as a round little worm pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairies' coachmakers. And in this state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. O courtiers' knees that dream on curtsies straight, O lawyers' fingers, who straight dream on fees, O ladies' lips, who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry Mab with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou talk'st of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done. We shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen! What lady is that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, gentle Romeo.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corns will have a bout with you. My mistresses, which of you all will now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she, I'll swear, hath corns. Am I come near you now? You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, a hall. Give room and foot it, girl.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. And so shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and, touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. What, dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honour of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, Tybalt? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, a foe, a villain that is hither come in spite to scream at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cousin, let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman, and to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I ought not, for the wealth of all the town, here in my house, do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him.
I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What? Goodman boy, I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here, or you? Go to.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to! Go to! Saucy boy, isn't so indeed? This trick may chance to scathe you, I know what. You must contrary me. Marry, 'tis time. Well said, my hearts. You are a princox. Go, be quiet, or more light, more light. For shame, I'll make you quiet. What? Cheerly, my hearts?
Patience perforce. Wilful column meeting makes my flesh tremble in a different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seem sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips? Oh, trespass, sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madam! Madam! Your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Marry, bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away! Be gone! The sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet towards. Esteem so? Why then, I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen.
Come hither.
Madam,
What is yon gentleman?
the son and heir of old Tiberio.
He that now is going out of door.
Marry, that, I think, be young Petruchio.
No, he that follows there that would not dance.
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned even now, of one I dance with.
Juliet!
Oh.
Romeo! My cousin Romeo!
forward when my heart is here. Turn back, dull earth, and find thy centre out.
He is wise, and on my life has stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and leaped this orchard walk. Call! Good Mercutio.
I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion! Lover!
And if he hear thee, that will anger him. Come, he hath hid himself among these trees. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot make the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress were that kind of fruit as maids call medlars when they laugh alone. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven having some business to entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. Or what if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name, or, if that wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, There lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look